still, I mean, it goes back to our mission, like our overall goal.
Right.
It allows us, it's not all about the money. Although that is a nice benefit. We have been able to fund our operation entirely from the revenue that we generate from the coffee hut.
Right.
So ever since we opened up the coffee hut, we haven't paid for anything
Out of pocket.
out of pocket for the
Right.
farm, for at least for when it comes to the expansion of Field 7.
Right. Which is great because otherwise we would be coming out of pocket.
Yeah,
And I don't have pockets to come out of.
right.
Like,
Another thing that we do with the coffee hut is we operate very lean. So there's a lean methodology that we use on the farm as a whole, and we brought that into the coffee hut. And it's super beneficial, especially for a mobile food truck, because it allows us to not stock it with unnecessary things. So we only take with us exactly what we need.
it's very, very limited, actually.
We can offer cheaper things to target different demographics that are willing to, maybe a demographic that's not willing to pay a higher price. We could cater to them if we wanted to, but we always go back to keeping it farm fresh and keeping it as healthy as possible, because that's really our ultimate goal. We're trying to uncompromise our food. And so that does limit us in very good ways. I do want to give an example of a very recent example of how we were able to use the funds from the coffee hut to make a purchase that we made recently. We also use profit first financial methods to run this new business venture of ours. And part of the profit first methodology is we have an operating expenses account that is only 30% of our revenue. So all the money that we generate from the coffee hut, we take 30% of that and we put that into a OpEx account, and we only fund the business from that 30%. And that forces you to really lean your financial spending quite a bit. Unfortunately, this year we've had a lot of big expenses right after another, so we
Right.
haven't grown our other accounts, but we've been able to basically just use that 30% for the most part and fund our operation. So we recently purchased a ice machine because there's two reasons. This is I think a good investment. One is the ice machine will allow us to stop buying expensive bags from the gas station to
Yeah.
use in our lattes, our iced drinks for the coffee hut. And we also need ice, a tremendous amount of ice for the chicken evisceration whenever we process the broilers,
Yeah.
which we're getting into this summer. This ice machine is essentially going to pay for itself pretty quickly because we use it on two different sides of the farm, and we didn't have to buy that out of pocket.
Right.
So that's been really nice. That's one example, and I like that investment because, like I said, it's going to pay for itself in just a short amount of time.